looking like some peanut butter. Facts. Doherty, why you gotta be so thick? Bringing new life like a petri dish. I said, Doherty, why you gotta be so thick? Every time you make a tackle, he don't miss. I like my defenders stick with 2 C's. It's a luxury like Gucci gang. Opposition broken like a hoopty. I wanna eat you like a cookie. Nom. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy One Star Weak Foot, and we're back for another player review. And today, we're gonna review a team of the season card a lot of people been sleeping on, and it's this team of the season Doherty. And this is the card that a lot of people don't want to pack in their red picks. This is the card that a lot of people don't want to pack in the guaranteed EPL team of the season pack. But I mean, like, when you look at the card though, is it really a bad card? It's very well rounded. He's pretty much Hullet gang, got 80s in all stats. He's 6 foot tall. He has high medium work rates. He's right footed. He has a 4-star weak foot, which is rare for a fullback. He has 3-star skill moves. I played 7 games in the weekend league with him. I got 0 goals and I got 0 assists. And apologies in advance because some of the gameplay that you're going to see on your screen a little bit later in the review, I recorded that in my friend's house, and I forgot to turn the setting on where you see the player's name above their head to make it easier to follow. So instead of seeing Doherty's name whenever I'm controlling Doherty, you're going to see my PSN tag, which, you know, it makes it a little harder to follow. But if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you can still see the player's name, like where it says the stamina and all that. You're going to still see the player's name, so it's still going to be able to be followed if you're watching the video. Before I go any further though, once again, if you're new to this channel, don't be afraid. Hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're enjoying the content and you're already a sub, go ahead and hit the like button for me. I appreciate all you guys watching right now through your TV, through your mobile phone, through your desktop, wherever you're watching me. I appreciate you right now. And yeah, let's look at the stats a little bit closer. So, 89 pace is pretty solid for a fullback. 86 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, no complaints there. His shooting is actually really high for a fullback. I mean, you could play this guy at CDM, at CM even with those shooting stats. I mean, yeah, that's actually pretty surprising. His passing stats are really nice. 90 crossing, 94 short pass, 90 long pass. Yo, that's really nice. His dribbling stats are also pretty solid. He is 6 foot tall. So the wonder here, like the thing I'm wondering, is he going to feel clunky in game with the 79 reactions? We're going to see. His defending stats are, as usual for all the team of the season cards, very solid. His physical stats are insane. 90 jumping, 99 stamina. I mean, this guy looks like the typical meta right back that you're going to find on this game. We're going to find out how he plays in game. Let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so, according to Footbin, this card's going to cost you $130K on the PS4 market. Is he worth that money? Honestly, I would have to say yes. I mean, that's not a bad price at all for what you're getting in return from this card. So let's break down the stats. 89 pace. It definitely feels very good in game. He definitely has enough speed to track back to keep up with the fastest wingers. I will say, though, that he's not rapid in game. He's just very quick. And he doesn't have that elite pace. He has just very good pace. Overall, I would have to say his pace is an 8.5 out of 10. His shooting, unfortunately, despite how good the stats are, I did not get the test, so I'm going to skip that part of the review. His passing. Oh my, his passing was really good. Like I've said in other reviews, I play possession in the 4-3-3, and what I do with my fullbacks is I really send a lot of long through balls, a lot of lob through balls over the top to my wingers, and that's when I really see the quality of my fullbacks passing. Because for example, if you do a long through ball with Alexandro not in form, it's not always going to come off, even if you're making a good pass. But if you use somebody with better passing, it's going to come off really nicely. And this Doherty card, his passing was insane. His passing was very good. It felt like I was passing with a cam in the right back position. It's actually crazy. He feels very composed. Even though his composure is only 80, he felt very composed when he was being pressured and I had to make a quick pass off. His crossing is very dangerous. Honestly, I would say his passing is a 9.5 out of 10. It doesn't really get much better than this for a fullback. His dribbling. Alright, so his dribbling stats 87, and you would expect him to feel really nice on the ball. However, if you watch the intro of this video, you're going to know I was saying that Doherty's thick, alright? He's very thick in game. It was surprising. I've never used any of the other Doherty cards on this game. And when I found him in game, I was like, yo, this guy looks like Luke Shaw. In the sense that he's tall, he's 6 foot tall, but he's very thick in game. And it helps him in certain respects and also hurts him in certain respects. And I feel like where it hurt him was his dribbling. He felt very heavy to maneuver on the ball, despite the fact that he has 83 agility. And dribbling wise, I will say he does feel tidy on the ball. Like, he does keep the ball very close to his body, and if you keep it simple, it's very hard to dispossess him. However, when it comes to turning or doing quick moves on the ball, he's not really going to come off. He's just very slow, pudgy, clumsy when it comes to doing those little like turns, those little quick moves, anything like that. I noticed that he's very clunky on the ball. And that's something that I have to say is a con of his. Overall, I would say his dribbling is a 7.5 out of 10. His defending. I would say the one thing that really stood out about this card was his defending and physical. So the first, we're going to talk about his defending. So 86 interceptions, 85 marking. It definitely felt better than that in game. I mean, I did throw an anchor chem style on him, so it did increase those stats quite a bit. But in game, his defensive positioning saved me a lot of times. He made a lot of auto tackles. His defensive AI was just very smart. He was always in the right place to really break up a play, to get in the last-ditch tackle, even if I wasn't controlling the card. And his tackle, speaking of his tackle, was very strong. Very clean, very accurate. And because he has that big body, like I said earlier, he really just bullies people off the ball. He's 6 foot tall, right? But in game, he doesn't look that tall just because he's just as wide as he is tall. So what I mean by that is that he's very wide. So he knocks people off the ball when it comes to doing those shoulder to shoulders, those 50-50s. He really tends to get favored for those battles over there. And I would say defensively, his contribution was really impactful, actually. Overall, I would have to give his defense a 9.25 out of 10. His physical. I would say his physical is very, very good. I mean, 99 stamina, say no more, right? He doesn't get tired. Even though fullbacks are very heavily used and they tend to get tired quickly, I played overtime or extra time, whatever you want to call it, with this card. I did not notice him getting tired at all. He has 84 strength, 84 aggression, and that combined with his 6 foot body frame, he felt very strong when shielding the ball. He felt very strong when trying to muscle somebody off the ball. And his 90 jumping definitely came in handy when it came to far post headers. Overall, I would have to give his physical a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, his physical and defending is really actually one of the best I've used on the right back. So overall, what would I rate this card? I would say this card is an 8.75 out of 10. He definitely does the job defensively. I mean, when he's in position, the ball's near him, he's coming away with that ball one way or another. His defensive AI is very smart. His physical really comes in handy, and he doesn't get bullied by bigger players, and there aren't that many bigger players than him in game, but when he does face a Ronaldo and Ibra, he doesn't get bullied by them. He holds his own, and I really enjoy that about the card. The one thing I don't like about the card, like I said earlier, is just the fact that his agility is not high enough. I mean, if you like to dribble with your defenders, I would probably go ahead and throw a Guardian or an Engine Chem style on him. Something that's going to really increase that dribbling, because that's his only flaw to me. The fact that he feels clunky when dribbling, because his passing is really good. As you see, he has his shooting stats, and his pace is solid. Not the best, but solid. So he's a very well-rounded card. He's also a good card you'd want to bring in if you want to, bring him into your midfield. He'd probably play an amazing CDM or CM if that's what you want from your player. Overall, though, would I use him on my weekend league team? I would say yes. But if you could fit Mbabu in, I honestly like Mbabu better, which is crazy because Mbabu was like 1/3 of the price. Granted, he's untradeable, but he's still 1/3 of the price, and in my opinion, plays better in game. So yeah, that's going to be my team of the season Doherty review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, apologies for the fact that you don't see Doherty's name above his head when I'm controlling him in some parts of the video. I will fix that next video. Don't worry. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. But until then, deuces.